Hi Aquarius, welcome to your teen love reading. Now this is going to be a little bit about either how do they feel about you or perhaps a peek at your partner. Now this one jumped out, so I'm going to go ahead and show it and then I'll put it back on the deck. But we have a Prince of Pentacles. So some of you, the overall energy being the Prince of Pentacles means it could be you working on your finances right now. So Pentacles usually has to do with stability, your finances, whether it be your money, home, or something of the like. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. We'll lay out the spread, and then I'll show you each card and explain to you the story that it's telling. Okay? I'm going to do a 7-card spread for you guys today. And then I'm going to clarify with Morgan Greer deck, which I love as well. Okay, so for you, this position right here is you. This is your partner, and this is the energy between you. Now, these down here represent past, present, and future, and then the outcome card. So the card that I pulled for you is the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like some of you are keeping some ideas and thoughts to yourself right now. It's like you hold some wisdom. If you are single, perhaps you're keeping your cards very close to your chest. Let's clarify that. Oh, wow, we've got the Pentacles. So I feel like some of you may be interested in a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, and that you definitely are considering marriage with someone, and I feel like maybe you're going inward thinking about the kind of stability that this person could offer you. Yeah, definitely we've got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, so I feel like you're ready to give up your bachelorettehood and look at a serious prospect. Okay, so now for the person that we have for you, their energy is the 9 of Swords right now. So I feel like you'd be dealing with someone who's going through a lot of mental anguish. This may not be severe, but I do feel like this is someone who's having a little bit of insomnia right now. So maybe they're having some concerns regarding their own life right now. And let's go ahead and clarify that. Okay, we've got the Queen of Rods. Now, the Queen of Rods, you could be dealing with a fire sign, and that would be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo perhaps. But the Queen of Rods energy shows me that whoever this person is you're attracted to has a very powerful, strong, and fierce energy. And they're a real go-getter normally. So they might be up at night worrying about some new project they're working on right now. They could be worrying about a possible move or change of scenery. Feel like they might be hesitating. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I think that for some of them, they may be concerned about some new project or adventure they want to start. It could involve intellectual property or conversations or things that they need to talk to someone about, or it involves communication to get this thing going. And I think they're keeping themselves up at night worried about this. Now, the energy I see between you with the Prince of Swords in reverse is, this is a energy of someone who they have this fierce, powerful mind, and you know, this could be someone who in reverse maybe cuts things off quickly. So I feel like with that, now I'm getting that maybe somebody has cut off communication. Let's clarify that. Wow, we've got the Prince of Swords, and it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So definitely this is someone you're dealing with that you or them has cut off complete communication. So let's clarify this. Angels, will you please give us some clarity on the Knight and Prince of Swords for Aquarius? Okay, we've got the Ace of Rods. Okay, so the Ace of Rods, again, this is a strong fire sign energy, so you may be dealing with a fire sign because of the fire showing up for you, but it could just be that energy right now between the two of you. I feel like one of you or both of you want to start something, but there's some feelings here that have not been let go of yet, and someone still wants to give the relationship another try. Let's go ahead and walk through the rest of the thing, and then we'll get back to that and clarify and bring it all together. Okay, in your past, I feel like this is a person that you worked well with. You built something together possibly, and you had a good sense of teamwork and collaboration with this person. So again, because of the Pentacles as well in this card, I feel like some of you would be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Now, the present, I find the Three of Wands. Somebody is not betting on this relationship anymore. In other words, if Three of Wands is upright, it's a person waiting on their ships to come in, and it's in reverse. I feel like somebody may be exasperated at the moment and feel like maybe they're in a situation where they feel like they don't want to try. So someone here wants to really move forward, and the other person is sort of like, well, okay, it's your turn, you know. In the future, I see the Two of Swords. All right, this is a really powerful card, and all it says is that there's a decision that will be made, that needs to be made. Two of Swords. It's kind of, should I stay or should I go? This is what this is. And for the outcome, I have the Hermit. Some of you will be dealing with a Virgo, or a Virgo will be headed towards you in the near future, and this could be who you're dealing with. But the Virgo card also tells me the outcome of this situation that you're asking about in this question. This is a person who, you know, you or they feel like it's them, because this is sort of where we're directing this mostly. This person is going inward right now. I feel like they're really relying on their own resources at the moment, and they're having somewhat of a spiritual epiphany and connection with the universal divine light. They want to go inward and find some answers for these things that they're staying up worrying about. Okay, so let's clarify that. Yeah, we've got the Two of Wands. That definitely represents a decision that this person is making. So since we've got both the Two of Swords and clarified on the outcome, we've got the Two of Rods. This is definitely a person trying to make a decision. So this could be you. Maybe you're the one with the decision to make, but I feel like that is the theme of the month for you. And I do feel like there's a lot of passion still between you. Yeah, somebody has a lot of choices. So there may be, and this doesn't necessarily have to be love, it could just be life in general. You know, you or they have other romantic opportunities, but this could also just simply mean like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. So, you know, they're not, I feel like one of you may not be holding out for this love to be their answer. So somebody's got to convince somebody, or, you know, these people need to take a break and possibly get their own lives in order if you're looking for a reconnection or reconciliation with someone. So what are these choices for Aquarius, angels? Please give us some clarity. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I do still feel like there's some love here. There is some genuine care. However, someone's not moving forward with this. Someone is really putting things on hold because we've got the Knight of Swords as well as the Knight of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords. I feel like there is love and passion between you, and there may be something still there, but somebody has just really put this on hold because this came up in reverse. So they're not moving anywhere anytime soon, and they're not gonna come towards you in a very quick manner. They're sort of slowing things down, and they're looking at themselves right now. Okay, so also we've got the Fool presently. I feel like one of you could feel like you've been made a fool of, or maybe you're concerned you don't want to be a fool in love. And I will clarify that. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is so interesting to me. There's all these knights showing up in your reading. So the knights are a young energy that's also got a little bit experience under their belt. In other words, this is the type of a person that has been around and is still excited about life. And the Knight of Cups is generally representing a charming young, when I say young, and I mean spirited, like enthusiastic. This person is very charming and romantic. The Knight of Cups, it could also represent a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, so yeah, this is really thrilling. So I feel like there's something here that's undeveloped, and that this person wants to go deeper. This person is very poetic, very kind, charming, and just laying it on thick currently. Now, this may not be the person you're asking about, but I feel love moving towards you, and somebody is really just laying it on thick, giving you, or will be, you know, bringing these messages to you of love. Okay, so I feel like there may be some fighting in the past with this person that you have. If you're asking about someone in the past, that there may be, or maybe currently, it came up in the present. So some of you may be arguing with this person, which is why there may have been a split there and a cutoff, whether it's a break or break up. I think only time will tell, because there are decisions that need to be made. Yeah, somebody felt left out in the cold. We got the Five of Pentacles. So one of these people in this situation, and the energy can go either way. I feel like somebody really feels left out in the cold right now. Oh, wow. And then we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, this could be like somebody feels lied to or is sneaking around, and maybe that's why they feel left out in the cold. This could have been a third party situation, but okay, this is really weird, but somebody wants to still offer love. This person could regret or maybe want to come clean about something, and it may or may not have something to do with an affair, but this is something that whoever was left out in the cold, the person who created something here and they have regrets is wanting to come back and offer love. And let's go ahead and clarify this outcome here. Yeah, I think this keeps them up at night because we've got the Eight of Swords. So this person is tortured by whatever it is. Like if they, question this, or maybe, I think it's bothering them now. Yeah, we've got the King of Cups, okay? And this King of Cups came up upright. So this person is definitely feeling like you be the love of their life. They're wanting to bring love to you. They know that you guys worked well together with the Three of Pentacles, and I think they're really up in their heads a lot at night right now thinking about that. So if this is someone you broke up with and they were in the midst of, choosing between you and another person or vice versa, I feel like they're really up in their head at night right now. It's like they're fighting with themselves because they're like, wow, this, I feel like for some of you, they're really feeling like you are the one and they want to come back and offer you love. Okay, so someone is done with their grieving now. This could be you or the other person, but I feel like somebody is letting go of the grief period. And I feel like this could be you, that you've already been hurt over this and you're now getting over it. And so I feel like maybe you're not interested in talking to this person. It's like part of you wants to talk to them, but you're not ready just yet. So for those of you that are dealing with an ex where there's still some feelings or some hurt feelings there, if you're going through divorce, we've got the Judgment card. I feel if you're in the midst of a legal battle of some sort, the Judgment card showing up is very favorable for you. This could also feel like new friends or new people coming around you, and it's like a new sense of community, and these people just judge you very favorably. They're giving you compliments, and it could be things like, oh wow, I can't believe this person moved on from you. What were they thinking? They must be nuts. So you're getting your ego fed in a good way. Yeah. There's the Six of Swords also, which is a rite of passage. So whether you're wanting to get back with this person or not, I feel like some of you are just kind of saying, I'm gonna do what I need to do for me right now. And I don't feel like whoever this is not over yet. Whatever this is, there may be still love here, but I feel like you're not letting whatever, stop you in your tracks. It hasn't stopped you at all. Yeah, I feel like some of you definitely had some heartbreak from this person. And yeah, we got the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Rods. And so, yeah, I feel like some of you were feeling very burdened by the breakup, and that it was just sort of something you held on to for a while, but that you've definitely been releasing lately. And I think maybe you've been hearing through the grapevine, maybe these messages that have been rolling in after the fact could be telling you that, wow, your ex is still thinking of you or talking of you, or this could be information. If you're not directly communicating with them, this could be people saying, oh, I saw, so-and-so, and he looks sad or she looks sad, whatever. So that could be what that means as well. Yeah, I feel like you're not waiting around anymore. For those of you who are single, I think you've already done your grieving period where you're just, you planted the garden, it didn't grow, and you're moving on. I mean, this has got to be, if they want this back, man, they got to work for it. You're not just going to turn around, and you still love and care about this person, but you're not going to take the bullshit anymore. You are just done with it. Yeah, you're not being defensive. You're not going to fight. You've put, the Seven of Swords. Oh, excuse me. This is the Nine of Wands. I don't know what I was thinking. Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have that over here. This might be involving the deceit. And okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands. Because of the deceit, I feel like you've been through the ringer. So whoever this person is, you're not going to let them just trot back into your life. It's like, I still got it in me in more ways than one. In other words, I can have you or I could have someone new. And I feel like you need this person to know that they have to appreciate you And if they don't, you're just simply moving on because you're done with being treated, you won't take anything less than what you know you deserve. And so that's a really beautiful thing. So that's the Wounded Warrior. And also I like to say, that's the Stella got her groove back card, So we've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So in the month of September, you might be working on your finances or your stability or, your home life. This could also be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo moving towards you, who wants to offer you that. They want to offer you just that. They want to offer you stability, something solid, So for some of you, that will resonate. Okay, some of you are holding on to your money right now. You're trying to spend wisely, and you're being a little bit of I want to say like a miser, like you're just hanging on to the pennies right now. And it's not a bad thing. It could be you're just being very smart about this right now, and it's part of you claiming back your independence. Okay, angels, will you please clarify the Five of Cups in reverse for the outcome for Aquarius? Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles. So I don't see anything happening like overnight, but the King of Pentacles upright. This could also go back to the Ace of Pentacles, where there is a earth sign perhaps, or just someone with this kind of energy who's very interested in you and wants to offer you something. However, because the King of Pentacles came up in reverse, this could be someone who is currently just a friend and someone you don't see that way. And it might be a situation where, they're moving towards you and maybe kind of wanting to see, where you're at before they present this idea. So they're in no rush. And as a matter of fact, they're slightly shy. So yeah, this is somebody, it could be older than you, but someone well established, perhaps wealthy, financially well off, but somebody you can rely on. And I think they want to check out and see if you are really ready for what they have to offer. So there is like an eye from afar, somebody interested in, they're looking at you as a potential partner, and they see you getting your little thing going on again and just getting it back, getting your happy back, and that's attractive to them, So, wow. So that's a interesting read for you, Aquarius. And if you would like a personal reading to ask the cards a question and would like to get in touch with me, you can email me at girlintheskytarot@gmail.com. And thank you for watching.